What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another product review. In this product review, we're going to be looking at 5-Hour Energy Shot. Now, this is something you might have seen and been a little bit skeptical about. There's been a little bit of a craze with energy drinks and energy shots and protein drinks and protein bars and all this stuff. And, some people use it for workouts and energy. Some people use it for work, long days. And plenty of people use it for, staying up later and all that kind of stuff. Me personally, I drink a couple of energy drinks from time to time, and usually I drink the full, whole cans of energy drinks. And I'm usually not much of an energy shot drinker. And I'm usually a bit skeptical about these concentrated blends of energy shots to just give you a little bit of boost, then you kind of die out. But 5-Hour Energy Shot, its motto is hours of energy now with no crash later, sugar-free, and only 4 calories. And that sounds pretty good. And usually when I hear something like that, I kind of stick to the belief of if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. But in this case, 5-Hour Energy Shot is surprisingly good and surprisingly effective. For those who care, the nutrition value will be up on screen now. Now, I don't, usually when I'm drinking, I don't go much into the nutrition and the, description and the what not to do. Basically, the concept is, like you see with most of these things, if you're a pregnant woman nursing, if you're under the age of 12, don't drink these. Their limit is actually, the idea is take one half, take one half for a moderate boost and take a full for a full boost. And do not exceed 2 of these per day or within 72 hours of 3 days. So basically, don't drink a lot of these. These are actually very concentrated. If, I personally don't read a lot of the nutrition values and everything. Usually I just go by, for this, the presentation of this is, it's a small little energy shot meant to be taken with you to, like I said, to work, to school, whatever you may be doing, to stay up later if you need a boost. And surprisingly, it's pretty good. It's not the most disgusting thing. I'm not going to tell you it's the best tasting thing, but I was okay with the way it tastes. And surprisingly, I've used this a few times before work in the morning or just to get a little bit of energy boost. And it's true. Unlike energy drinks like Monster or Rockstar or Full Throttle, whatever you may drink, those usually kind of give me somewhat of a boost, not too much. I usually feel a little bit more shaky, hyperactive, and then it kind of dies out after a while. But 5-Hour Energy, I'm not sure if it exactly lasts for 5 hours. It probably does. There's probably research to back that. But from what I could tell when I took it, is it kind of did keep me going. It kind of slowly, not really like it all came out at once and rushed and I was kind of shaking. It was just kind of gradually woke me up and I felt more aware, more alert, more awake. And with their commercials, even the name, you see, like usually you need people try to come up with a clever name for these things, but this is just straightforward 5 hours of energy. That's what this is. No clever name, no gimmick. And for things like these, you see, I've seen like Monster shots like these, NOS shots like these, but this is pretty good. This is more of geared toward, I guess, professional, not adults. Like the Monster stuff is geared toward like teenagers and kids, but this is geared toward like trying to be professional. You see, like take it to work for commercials, stuff like that. And surprisingly, it really worked out pretty good. Now, in using this, like I said, I don't read a lot of the stuff. I just kind of take it in stride. And ever since getting this once, I've been buying it, not often, but occasionally I'll usually have one on me, like in my car if I'm going to work one day or, I need to stay up late, something like that. More of the time when I'm just at home, I like to take, like a Full Throttle or a NOS or something, just sip on that. But if you are looking for a sudden boost, and to keep you going for a while, this is really what you want. And I was pleasantly surprised with this. Now, this is a berry flavor. There are a couple different flavors, and I know there are a couple different types too, like extreme, I think extra bold for, more of it. But this is just the standard one, berry. There's also pomegranate, which is pretty good. Now, just so you get an idea of what this is isn't a full one. I've actually taken a sip of this before, but I'm going to take a sip just to remind myself of what exactly it tastes like. And it's really, I'm going to pour it in this glass so you can get an idea of what it is. It's a completely clear liquid. And it almost looks like water or maybe like Sprite without like the carbonation in it, something like that. But it's actually, it tastes pretty, it does taste like berry. And a pomegranate one does taste like pomegranate. And it doesn't taste repulsive. You won't drink it and kind of go, oh God, that's just too strong. It's very mild. It's not too much. And if you give it about 5, maybe 10 minutes and start doing stuff, you'll notice if you were really tired and groggy before, it really does make the difference. And I was pleasantly surprised with that. Now, the only thing I found with this that I'd recommend not doing is not taking this on an empty stomach. Occasionally I'll skip breakfast. I'm not a very good breakfast eater. But if you're gonna take these, I recommend having something small with it, maybe some crackers, a Pop-Tart, a bagel, something like that. If you're gonna take it in the morning, any other time of the day, I don't think it should be an issue. And yeah, it's good in, good out. Really surprised with it. Like I said, nutritional value will be there. And just don't drink, never indulge in these too much. This is more it's not really for not recreation isn't exactly the term, but you pick up a Monster and you drink it because it tastes good and you want a little bit of a sugar rush. This isn't really so much a sugar rush as it is a natural, well, maybe not natural, but a pretty decent non-sugar related sort of rush. It's you don't feel jittery, you don't feel shaky. You just kind of feel like you kind of get your energy going a bit. And it stays with you for a while. And like they said, usually just in the morning, I'll take a couple of sips of these, not even a full bottle or even a half a bottle. I'll take just, a few sips like this amount, and that's more than enough to really get you going. And then like they said, when you start feeling low again, maybe if you're at work doing like a 10-hour shift or something, 8-hour shifts, you might want to do that. That's where I found it most useful. It's not something, like I said, not something I drink while sitting at home having a good time, want something good to drink. But if I'm out doing a workout, doing any of that, this is really something you want. This is a good product. I really like it. Overall, based on how good it is for you, the presentation of the bottle, which, it's not important to have the presentation, but it does kind of, it can be more eye-catching. But this is kind of like I said, more adult, mature orientated. It's not, Monster Energy, but it's just 5-hour energy. It's just exactly what you want. This is what it is. On a rating based on maybe like 1 to 10, I honestly give this somewhere between a 7 and an 8. If this is the kind of thing you're looking for, you find yourself tired, groggy, but you want a sugar rush that isn't, sugar, this is exactly what you're looking for. Clear liquid, pretty good for you, goes in easy. What more can you ask for? So if you're looking for this kind of thing, I recommend you pick it up. 5-hour energy shot.